Not everything is important. And we have to get over this just in case mentality, saving things just in case. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you won't need it again. And your kids won't want it, or it doesn't need to be saved. So I think we really need to go through our phones, our inboxes, our apps, and really take a survey here. Like, am I using it? Do I really need it? Why am I saving this?
When it comes to decluttering for mental clarity, I don't think many of us consider the fact that our online spaces have just as much of an impact on our mental health like our physical spaces, since it's something that we spend most of our time on in this society. When I speak on decluttering our digital space, I mainly am speaking to things like the people that we follow on social media, the subscriptions that we have, the photos and the videos that we store on our phones, the apps that we overload our phones with, and other areas as well. Let's consider our social media. When we open Instagram, TikTok, or even YouTube, we're immediately inundated with various types of media that we scroll through. The consistent and flashy images that we are presented with helps to keep us, in part, in the know regarding our favorite influencers, family, and friends. It definitely gets to the point, though, where doom scrolling becomes an area of concern, and that doom scrolling ultimately impacts our mental clarity. As a result, it is essential for us to take the time to analyze that space and filter out those who we actually interact with versus those who we don't have any commonalities with. This ultimately is a result of having a deep introspection in this process. Be honest with the channels that you do watch or the channels that you don't want to interact with anymore, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, or anything else. Now, let's consider our photos. I love capturing videos and photos of different places that I go to, but as a result, a lot of my storage space is taken up. If you're like me, then you know the struggle of trying to free up space by deleting two photos that you can spare, only to be told that you still don't have enough space. At that point, my loves, it's a good idea to invest in an external hard drive and to save all those videos and photos in there. Or you can commit to some scrapbooking, or we can actually bring back photo albums. Find different ways to store the images that you have on your phone. Some people make a YouTube channel as a way of storing their favorite images and videos, whilst others go the route of creating DVDs or digital photo albums to store their favorite memories. I personally want to get back into keeping a photo album as I want my children in the future to have the ability to see what I looked like when I was younger. I have a photo album or multiple photo albums up to the ages of 5 to 9, but most of the photos after that are either stored on various Google Drives or were simply deleted due to the lack of storage. I think this practice might be also useful because it helps people to connect back to practices where photo storing was intentionally done to preserve memories compared to our current society where it appears as though memories are being taken for granted in a sense. Now, other than photos that we have, I know that there are many people, myself included, who have a ton of apps on their phone. For a lot of the apps that I have on my phone, their uses span across a range of different functions like language learning, gaming, writing, videography, messaging, coding, and more. I definitely need to go over the apps and delete the ones I don't use and I haven't used in a while. Having spaces that are clear of clutter always helps with processing what's happening a little bit better. For myself, if my space is cluttered, I tend to get flustered and confused on what my next move should be. Hence why I do my best to keep everything as clear as possible, or else I'll be having a difficult time navigating a space. I won't be discussing the ways for organizing in this video, but that will come in a future video, so please keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, let's consider the files that you have on your phone, tablet, and especially your computer. If you're in school still, or you just finished your summer break, then you're sure to have a bunch of files from school on your computer. Or you may be the type of person whose hobby requires you to save some files on your computer, whether it be documents like sheet music, scripts, educational material, or anything else. It would be a great time now, especially if you're finished school for the semester or even completed, to which I will say congratulations to your graduation this year. I would like to suggest going through your computer's documents and other files and deleting any and all files that you don't think will serve you in the future. Sometimes it can be hard to part with things that you've been spending so much time on. So, an alternative would be to getting a hard drive and placing these documents on the hard drive. It helps to free up so much space so you have room to do anything else on your computer. Now, these are some simple suggestions that I have for you regarding decluttering your digital space. One of the biggest tools that I use is a hard drive, which is why it's something that I kept on suggesting to you all over time throughout this video. It's honestly a great help for me, especially when it comes to me saving all of my videos in one space, as well as other documents that are necessary. If you guys like this video, then consider watching my past video where we discuss decluttering methods for your living space. I hope you all enjoy and are one step closer to achieving a rested feminine lifestyle that we all deserve.